Welcome to today's video, where we'll explore the powerful concept of deep work, inspired by Cal Newport's best-selling book, Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. In a time when distractions are everywhere, Newport argues that our ability to focus deeply on demanding tasks is becoming rare, yet more valuable than ever. We'll dive into why mastering the art of deep work is crucial for personal and professional success, and how it can help you stand out in a fast-paced, attention-fragmented society. From cutting out distractions to structuring your day for maximum productivity, this video will break down key strategies and rules that will help you reclaim focus, improve your output, and achieve meaningful success. Let's get started. The book is divided into two parts. Part 1, the idea, and Part 2, the rules. In Part 1 of Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World, Cal Newport introduces and develops the idea of deep work and why it is crucial in today's increasingly distracted environment. He emphasizes that while deep work is valuable, rare, and meaningful, it's often overlooked in favor of shallow, less cognitively demanding tasks. Newport argues that individuals who can master the skill of deep work will have a significant edge over others, especially in today's knowledge-driven economy. Let's explore these ideas more deeply and examine their importance, supported by practical examples. Deep work is valuable. Newport begins by making the case that deep work is immensely valuable because it allows individuals to engage in focused, high-level thinking, leading to better output and mastery in complex fields. In today's economy, where knowledge and cognitive skills are the primary drivers of success, the ability to concentrate on challenging tasks is more important than ever. Whether you're a software developer, writer, researcher, or entrepreneur, the ability to immerse yourself in deep work is critical to producing high-quality results. For instance, consider a software engineer working on a complex coding problem. Without deep work, the engineer might be easily distracted by notifications, emails, or meetings, leading to slow progress and errors. However, by dedicating uninterrupted time to the task, the engineer can focus intensely, solve difficult problems efficiently, and write cleaner, more optimized code. This capacity to enter a flow state, a term often associated with deep work, enables professionals to tackle cognitively demanding challenges and produce outputs that make them stand out in their field. This value extends beyond technical professions. A novelist, for example, needs hours of undisturbed focus to create intricate plots and develop rich characters. By working deeply, they can access higher levels of creativity and clarity, ultimately producing a more compelling narrative. The same principle applies to anyone looking to hone their craft and excel in their field. The ability to focus without distraction allows individuals to create high-impact work that pushes the boundaries of their intellectual and creative capabilities. Deep work is rare. Despite its value, Newport argues that deep work has become increasingly rare in today's hyper-connected world. Modern workplaces are filled with distractions that make it difficult to maintain focus. Open office layouts, constant email notifications, social media, and meetings all contribute to a culture of shallow work, where people are encouraged to multitask and engage in low-value activities. One practical example of this phenomenon is the common experience of employees who spend their day bouncing between emails, instant messages, and quick tasks without ever diving deep into any one project. While this may create the illusion of productivity, it often leads to superficial results. The constant switching between tasks, a concept known as context switching, reduces the quality of work and wastes mental energy. Research shows that it can take up to 23 minutes to regain focus after being interrupted, which means that even a single distraction can derail progress for a significant amount of time. Newport illustrates this rarity with the example of major tech companies and corporate environments where deep work is not prioritized. Employees are often expected to be available at all times, respond to emails instantly, and attend frequent meetings. As a result, they rarely get the chance to engage in deep, meaningful work. This environment is detrimental because it pushes people to spend their cognitive energy on shallow tasks that don't require deep thinking. In contrast, Successful individuals and organizations that recognize the importance of deep work structure their environment to minimize distractions. Some companies have started to implement quiet hours, during which employees are encouraged to avoid meetings and notifications, focusing solely on their most important tasks. These initiatives recognize that deep work is a rare but essential element for innovation and progress. Deep work is meaningful. Beyond its professional benefits, Newport argues that deep work is also personally meaningful. Engaging in deep work allows individuals to tap into a sense of purpose and satisfaction that shallow tasks cannot provide. Newport draws on the idea of craftsmanship, where the process of honing one's skill through focused, deliberate practice leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment. Whether it's writing a book, building a product, or solving a complex problem, the act of immersing oneself in meaningful work creates a sense of accomplishment and pride that is absent in the fragmented, shallow activities of modern work life. A practical example of this can be seen in creative professionals, like artists or musicians. An artist who spends hours immersed in painting, sculpting, or drawing experiences a level of connection with their craft that is deeply fulfilling. They enter a state where time seems to disappear, and they feel a profound sense of accomplishment in the work they produce. In contrast, artists who are constantly interrupted or distracted by technology may find it hard to achieve the same depth of connection, resulting in lower quality work and less personal satisfaction. Newport also argues that deep work has a positive impact on mental well-being. In a world where people are often overwhelmed by constant stimuli and information overload, engaging in focused, meaningful work can provide a sense of clarity and peace. The ability to concentrate deeply on a task allows individuals to block out distractions and worries, creating a calming and meditative experience. This is why many people report feeling more satisfied and less stressed after periods of intense focus. To integrate deep work into daily life, Newport suggests adopting a structured routine that prioritizes focus and minimizes distractions. One practical approach is to schedule deep work blocks during your most productive hours of the day. For example, an early morning deep work session could be used to tackle a challenging project before the distractions of the day begin. By carving out specific times for deep work, individuals can ensure that they are dedicating sufficient mental energy to their most important tasks. In practice, a marketing executive might dedicate the first 3 hours of the workday to writing a comprehensive marketing strategy, free from email or meeting interruptions. By doing this regularly, they can produce higher quality work in less time, compared to attempting to complete the strategy while responding to emails or attending frequent meetings. Another practical tip Newport offers is to embrace boredom. This means resisting the temptation to check social media or engage in shallow activities during moments of downtime. Instead, use these moments to strengthen your ability to focus by allowing your mind to wander or reflect. For example, instead of pulling out a phone during a long line at the grocery store, someone could use that time to mentally review their tasks for the day or brainstorm creative ideas for their next project. This practice helps train the mind to resist distractions and stay focused for longer periods. Ultimately, Newport's argument in Part 1 is that deep work is a powerful tool for anyone looking to achieve meaningful success in a knowledge-based economy. By prioritizing focus and eliminating distractions, individuals can produce high-quality work, experience greater personal fulfillment, and differentiate themselves in a world dominated by shallow work. The rarity of deep work makes it a competitive advantage, while its value and meaning make it an essential skill for those striving to reach their full potential. Part 2. Rules of Deep Work. In Part 2 of Deep Work, Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World, Cal Newport introduces 4 essential rules to help individuals cultivate deep work habits in an increasingly distracted environment. Each rule is designed to create a framework that maximizes focus, reduces distractions, and allows individuals to achieve high levels of productivity and creativity. Newport provides actionable strategies and examples of how these rules can be applied in both personal and professional settings to achieve better results. Let's break down each rule in detail and explore their significance. Rule 1. Work deeply. The first rule, work deeply, emphasizes the importance of building a routine that prioritizes focused, undistracted work. Newport argues that deep work is not something that happens spontaneously in today's distraction-filled world. It requires deliberate effort and intentionality. He suggests that individuals should structure their day in a way that maximizes opportunities for deep work while minimizing shallow tasks like emails, meetings, and social media. One of the key strategies Newport recommends is to schedule deep work blocks into your day. These blocks are periods of uninterrupted time where you dedicate yourself entirely to cognitively demanding tasks. For instance, a writer might schedule 2 to 3 hours in the morning to focus exclusively on writing, avoiding all forms of distraction during that time. By making deep work a non-negotiable part of their routine, individuals can gradually improve their ability to focus and produce higher quality work. Newport also emphasizes the importance of creating an environment that supports deep work. This could mean finding a quiet space to work, turning off notifications, or even implementing more radical measures like adopting a monastic approach to deep work, where individuals withdraw from all distractions for extended periods to focus intensely on their most important tasks. An example of this is Bill Gates' famous Think Weeks, where he would retreat to a secluded cabin for a week or more to read, think, and work deeply on strategic issues related to Microsoft. This rule is crucial because it lays the foundation for developing the deep work habit. In a world where distractions are constantly vying for our attention, having a structured plan to protect time for deep work is essential. Without a deliberate approach to focus, it's easy to be swept away by shallow tasks that consume our day, but offer little in terms of long-term value. By working deeply, individuals can not only produce better work, but also experience a greater sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Rule 2. Embrace boredom. The second rule, embrace boredom, challenges the modern tendency to seek constant stimulation. Newport argues that our brains have become conditioned to crave instant gratification through activities like scrolling social media, checking emails, or watching videos. This constant need for stimulation erodes our ability to concentrate deeply because it shortens our attention span and makes it difficult to tolerate the discomfort of focus. To combat this, Newport suggests that we must retrain our brains to embrace boredom and resist the urge to seek distractions during moments of downtime. For example, instead of pulling out your phone during a break, you could allow your mind to wander or use the time for reflection. This practice strengthens your ability to focus and trains your brain to tolerate extended periods of deep work without succumbing to distractions. One practical strategy Newport recommends is to schedule breaks for shallow tasks like checking email or social media. By confining these activities to specific times, you can avoid the habit of constantly switching between deep work and shallow tasks, which weakens focus. For example, you might check your email only twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and spend the rest of your time fully immersed in your work. This approach not only improves focus, but also allows for more efficient management of shallow tasks, which are often less important. Newport's argument for embracing boredom is significant because it addresses the root cause of distraction, our inability to resist constant stimulation. By learning to tolerate boredom and limiting the time spent on shallow activities, individuals can dramatically improve their ability to engage in deep work. This rule is particularly important for those who struggle with procrastination or find themselves easily distracted by digital devices. Rule 3. Quit social media. The third rule, quit social media, is one of the more controversial ideas in the book. Newport argues that social media platforms are designed to maximize distraction and keep users engaged in shallow activities that offer little long-term value. While many people believe that social media is essential for staying connected or maintaining a personal brand, Newport challenges this notion by asking readers to evaluate whether these platforms truly contribute to their professional or personal goals. To apply this rule, Newport suggests conducting a digital declutter by eliminating or drastically reducing the use of social media and other digital tools that do not directly support your goals. He recommends a 30-day experiment where you completely abstain from non-essential social media platforms and assess whether they were adding real value to your life. After the 30 days, you can decide whether to reintroduce the platforms or let them go entirely. For example, a graphic designer might use Instagram to showcase their portfolio, but if they find that the time spent scrolling through other content outweighs the benefits of maintaining a profile, they might decide to limit or quit the platform altogether. Newport is not suggesting that everyone must quit social media entirely, but rather that individuals should be more selective about which tools they use and why. The goal is to focus on activities that offer high returns in terms of value, rather than mindlessly consuming content. This rule is crucial because it addresses one of the biggest sources of distraction in the modern world: social media. These platforms are engineered to capture our attention and keep us engaged, often at the expense of meaningful work. By quitting or minimizing social media, individuals can reclaim hours of their day that would otherwise be spent on shallow activities and redirect that time toward deep work. This shift in focus can lead to greater productivity, creativity, and fulfillment. Rule 4. Drain the shallows. The final rule, drain the shallows, encourages individuals to minimize the amount of shallow work they do. Shallow work refers to tasks that are non-cognitively demanding and can be performed while distracted, such as responding to emails, attending routine meetings, or completing administrative tasks. While some amount of shallow work is unavoidable, Newport argues that most people spend too much time on these tasks, which prevents them from engaging in deep work. To drain the shallows, Newport suggests taking a more deliberate approach to managing your time. One strategy is to limit the amount of time you spend on shallow work by setting strict boundaries. For example, you might decide to allocate no more than 2 hours per day to responding to emails and attending meetings, leaving the rest of your day free for deep work. By doing this, you can ensure that shallow tasks do not take over your schedule and that you have ample time to focus on more important, cognitively demanding activities. Another approach Newport recommends is to be more selective about the meetings and tasks you agree to take on. Before accepting a meeting request or committing to a new project, ask yourself whether it aligns with your most important goals and whether it requires deep thinking. If the answer is no, consider delegating the task or declining the meeting. For example, a project manager might decide to attend only meetings that are directly related to project strategy and avoid those that focus on minor administrative details. Draining the shallows is critical because shallow work can easily consume an entire workday if left unchecked. Many people fall into the trap of prioritizing shallow tasks because they are easier and provide a sense of immediate accomplishment. However, this often comes at the expense of deep work, which is where real progress and innovation happen. By reducing the amount of time spent on shallow work, individuals can free up more time for deep work, leading to greater productivity and higher quality output. In conclusion, Part 2 of Deep Work presents a powerful framework for cultivating the deep work habit in an increasingly distracted world. Each of the 4 rules, work deeply, embrace boredom, quit social media, and drain the shallows, addresses a specific challenge that prevents individuals from focusing on meaningful, high-impact tasks. By applying these rules, individuals can train their brains to resist distractions, prioritize deep work, and achieve greater success in their personal and professional lives. The practical examples provided throughout the book highlight how these rules can be integrated into daily routines to improve focus and productivity. Whether you're a writer looking to produce more creative work, an entrepreneur building a business, or a professional seeking to excel in your field, adopting Newport's rules for deep work can help you reach your full potential. By working deeply and minimizing distractions, you can produce better work, experience more personal satisfaction, and stand out in a world where shallow work has become the norm. As we wrap up, it's clear that deep work is not just a productivity hack, but a path to achieving real, meaningful success in a world full of distractions. By embracing focus, minimizing shallow tasks, and being mindful of how we use our time, we can unlock our full potential. Remember, the ability to concentrate deeply on important tasks is a rare skill, one that can set you apart in both your personal and professional life. So, Challenge yourself to cultivate deep work habits. Embrace boredom. Reduce your reliance on distractions like social media and make the most of your time. Thank you for watching. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from learning how to work deeply in a distracted world. Stay focused and see you in the next video.